Ladies and gentlemen, what if I told you that your life is not a random accident, but a deliberate design? That every talent, every experience, every challenge you face is a clue pointing to your purpose? Today, we will embark on a journey deep, personal, and transformative to uncover the reason you were placed on this earth. By the end of this session, you will not just understand your purpose, you will be empowered to live it fully. Are you ready to step into the life you were meant to live? Let me ask you something. Have you ever felt that no matter how hard you try, something in your life still feels incomplete? That deep, gnawing sensation that there is a reason for your existence, a purpose, a plan, a destiny waiting for you to step into it? You see, many people live their entire lives chasing dreams that were never truly theirs. They work hard, they achieve, they succeed, and yet a hollow emptiness lingers. Why? Because they have never discovered the blueprint of their life. The truth is, your life is not a random collection of events. It is a deliberate design. There is a pattern, there is an intention, and there is a reason why you are here right now, listening to this message. Every person on this planet has unique gifts, talents, experiences that point directly to their purpose. But here is the challenge. Just because you exist does not mean you understand why you exist. You see, purpose is not about what you can do, it is about why you were created to do it. It is the intersection of your passion, your ability, and the need of the world around you. And yet, too many people confuse activity for purpose. They are busy, oh, so busy, yet they are walking in circles, exhausted, frustrated, searching for meaning outside of the very life God or destiny has given them. Now, I want you to think deeply for a moment. What if the life you are living right now is the very life that contains the key to your destiny? What if the experiences, the trials, the victories, and even the failures are all pieces of a puzzle that, when assembled, reveals your divine blueprint? Imagine looking back one day and realizing that every setback was not a punishment, but a preparation. That every disappointment was not a dead end, but a directional sign pointing you to the life you were meant to live. Can you feel the weight of that? Can you see the difference between a life lived by chance and a life lived by design? And here is where most people stop. Most people never take the time to pause, reflect, and study themselves. They never ask the hard questions. What am I truly passionate about? What do I do effortlessly that also impacts the world? What problem, when solved by me, changes lives? These are not casual questions. These are life-defining questions. And the answers are waiting for those who dare to look inside, who dare to search beyond the surface, who refuse to settle for mediocrity. But discovering your blueprint, discovering your blueprint is only the beginning. Because once you see it, once you understand it, you face a choice. Will you step boldly into your purpose, or will you retreat into the comfort of the familiar? And the answer to that is what separates the ordinary from the extraordinary. So, now that we have glimpsed the power of knowing your blueprint, the question you must ask yourself is this: are you ready to align your life with the design that has been waiting for you all along? Now, let's take a moment to reflect. Once you begin to recognize the blueprint of your life, the next step is understanding the power within you. Yes, the power that is already inside you, waiting to be unleashed. But here's the question: how many people go through life unaware of their own strength? How many allow fear, doubt, and the opinions of others to suppress the very force that could change the course of their destiny? You see, your purpose is not something outside of you. It is not a gift that comes from somewhere else. It is born within you. It is already there, encoded in your passion, in your abilities, in the very essence of who you are. Think about it. When you see a seed, you know that inside that tiny seed is the potential to grow into a towering tree. But unless the seed is planted, nurtured, and given the right conditions, it remains dormant. The same is true for the power within you. Your ideas, your talents, your gifts, they are seeds. And unless you recognize them, unless you cultivate them, they will remain hidden, waiting for the day you decide to step up and take ownership. Here's the truth. People often wait for external validation. They wait for someone else to tell them they are worthy, capable, or ready. But the reality is, the power to fulfill your purpose is not given, it is awakened. And it is awakened by clarity, by courage, and by action. Do you see the difference? Waiting for life to happen keeps you small. Recognizing your power and acting upon it propels you forward. Now, consider this. Every great achievement in history began with someone realizing, I have what it takes. That's it. They did not wait for a perfect moment. They did not wait for someone else to give them permission. They understood that the power within them was the spark that could ignite a movement, a change, a legacy. And the question for you is, have you truly looked inside? Have you felt the energy, the passion, the drive that is uniquely yours? Or are you still allowing hesitation to hold you back, to keep you in a place of mediocrity? And here is where it gets even more powerful. Because when you understand your power, something amazing happens. You begin to see opportunities where others see obstacles. You begin to face challenges with confidence, knowing that you are equipped with what you need. You begin to live intentionally because you are no longer chasing life, you are creating it. And that, my friends, is the difference between a life of regret and a life of impact. But recognizing your power, oh, that is just the threshold. Because once you awaken it, once you harness it, the next question is critical. How do you align that power with your purpose so that your life is not just lived, but it becomes a force that changes everything around you? And the answer to that is where we move next. Now that we have begun to recognize the blueprint of our life and awaken the power within us, the next step is crucial. Moving beyond mere survival and stepping into a life of intention, significance, and impact. You see, so many people spend their entire lives merely existing. They wake up, they work, they go through the motions, and at the end of the day, they wonder, is this all there is? But I am here to tell you, life was never meant to be lived that way. Life was meant to be lived with purpose, with direction, with a sense that every action, every decision, every step carries meaning. Ask yourself, are you living to survive or are you living to matter? There is a profound difference. Survival is temporary. Significance is eternal. Survival is reactive. Significance is intentional. And yet, so many people confuse busyness with progress, activity with achievement, and comfort with fulfillment. They are trapped in the illusion that a paycheck, a title, or even recognition can fill the void of a life lived without purpose. But true significance comes from aligning your power, your gifts, and your passions with the world's greatest needs. It comes from asking, how can my life change the lives of others? Think about it. Every person who has left a mark on history understood this principle. They refused to settle for mediocrity. They refused to simply exist. They understood that a life of intention requires sacrifice, courage, and vision. It requires you to look beyond the next meal, the next comfort, the next easy path, and to ask, what can I contribute that will outlive me? And when you begin to live this way, something extraordinary happens. You no longer measure your life by what you get. You measure it by what you give, by the impact you create, by the legacy you leave behind. But here is the challenge. Living a life of significance is not easy. It demands focus when distractions are everywhere. It demands perseverance when the world tells you to quit. It demands clarity when confusion surrounds you. And yet, the reward is beyond measure. Because when you live with intention, when you pursue significance, your life begins to influence others in ways you never imagined. Doors open that no one can explain. Opportunities arrive that seem too perfect to be coincidence. Your presence begins to shift environments, communities, even nations. Now, take a moment to reflect. Are you willing to move from a life of mere existence to a life of intentional impact? Are you ready to stop being passive in your journey and start being deliberate in the use of your gifts, your power, your purpose? Because the moment you make that choice, the trajectory of your life changes forever. And just as important as living with intention is understanding how to navigate the forces that will test your focus, challenge your courage, and try to derail your mission. That, my friends, is where we turn next. Now, having understood the blueprint of your life, and awaken the power within you and embrace the call to live with intention, the next step is critical. Unlocking your destiny. Stepping boldly into the life you are meant to live. But let me ask you this. How many people go through life dreaming of their potential, yet never take the steps to claim it? How many wait, hesitate, procrastinate, thinking the right time will come? The truth is, your destiny does not wait for permission. It does not knock politely at your door. Your destiny is calling you, but it demands action. Think about it. Every great achievement, every life-changing breakthrough, every story of transformation begins with a decision to step out of the shadows of doubt and into the light of purpose. It begins with recognizing that you were not born to follow the patterns of others, but to create your own path, to walk a road that only you were designed to walk. And yet, stepping into destiny requires courage because it often calls you into the unknown. It calls you to leave behind comfort, familiarity, and the safety of the ordinary. And here is the question. Are you ready to leave the known for the greatness that awaits? Many people fail to unlock their destiny because they are afraid of failure. They fear rejection, criticism, and the judgment of others. But consider this. Failure is not the opposite of destiny. It is a stepping stone toward it. Every mistake, every setback, every closed door is preparing you, refining you, equipping you for the level of life you are meant to inhabit. The world may not understand your journey. They may question your choices. They may even doubt your vision. But your destiny is not for the approval of others. It is for the fulfillment of your purpose. And here's the most powerful truth. Unlocking your destiny is about alignment. Aligning your talents with your passion, your actions with your purpose, and your decisions with the calling on your life. When you do this, you no longer drift aimlessly, you move with precision. You no longer chase dreams that belong to someone else. You pursue the life that belongs to you. And the remarkable thing is, when you step fully into your destiny, doors begin to open, resources appear, relationships align, and the impossible becomes possible. But beware. Even as you move toward your destiny, challenges will come. Opposition will rise. Fear will whisper. Doubt will try to stop you. And that is exactly why understanding the next step is vital. Because the moment you try to claim your destiny without the right strategy, you risk being diverted from the path that was meant to be yours. So now the question you must ask yourself is this. Are you ready to step into the life that was designed for you? Are you ready to move from potential to actualization? from vision to reality, from waiting to walking boldly in your destiny? And when you answer that, we will uncover the forces that either propel you forward or hold you back. Now, as we stand on the threshold of understanding our destiny, there's a question that becomes crucial. How do you recognize the signs of your life's purpose? How do you know with certainty that you are on the right path, moving toward what you were created to accomplish? You see, so many people wander through life, mistaking distraction for direction, noise for guidance, coincidence for confirmation. But purpose leaves markers. It sends signals. It whispers to those who are willing to listen. And if you are alert, if you are awake, you will see them. Consider this. Have you ever experienced moments in your life that felt too precise, too timely, too powerful to be random? Situations that drew you in, people who appeared at just the right moment, doors that opened with perfect timing. These are not accidents. These are signposts. They are markers pointing you toward your calling. And yet, so many ignore them. They see opportunity and dismiss it. They feel passion and suppress it. They hear the call and turn away from it. And the question we must ask ourselves is, why do we hesitate to follow the guidance that is already being given? Purpose communicates through clarity and confirmation. It aligns with your natural gifts, your passions, and the needs of the world around you. When something stirs within you that cannot be ignored, that excitement, that drive, that restlessness, pay attention. That is purpose speaking. And yet, discernment is required. Because not every urge, not every desire, not every opportunity is your purpose. Some things will distract you. Some things will mislead you. The key is to filter everything through your blueprint, your power, and your intention. Ask yourself, does this move me closer to my destiny, or is it simply a detour? Think about the people who have made the greatest impact on history. They did not wait for signs to shout. They observed carefully. They reflected. They discerned, and they acted. They recognized that purpose rarely comes dressed in grandeur at first. Often, it begins quietly. A seed of an idea, a gentle nudge, a persistent passion that refuses to go away. And when you respond to it, when you honor it, the universe begins to align, connections form, doors open, and clarity multiplies. But here is the challenge. Recognizing your purpose is only half the battle. The greater challenge is responding to it. Many see the signs, but fear holds them back. Doubt paralyzes them. Comfort convinces them to remain small. And that, my friends, is why understanding your next steps, learning to act decisively on the guidance you receive, is the difference between a life that drifts and a life that soars. So now, ask yourself, are you willing to notice the markers, to follow the nudges, to discern the signals that lead you to your calling? Because when you do, when you truly tune into the whispers of your purpose, you will find that the life you were searching for has been waiting for you all along. And the next question is how to ensure that nothing can stop you from walking that path. Finally, as we reach the culmination of this journey, we arrive at the most critical question. Once you have discovered your purpose, awakened your power, embraced significance, stepped into your destiny, and recognized the signs along the way, how do you ensure that you live it fully, without compromise, without delay, without distraction? You see, many people know their purpose in theory, but fail to live it in reality. They understand the path, but hesitate to walk it. They feel the call, but resist the responsibility. And the truth is, purpose without action is wasted potential. It is a promise unfulfilled, a light left dim, a gift never shared with the world. Ask yourself, Are you merely content with knowing your purpose, or are you committed to living it? Are you ready to rise above fear, above hesitation, above every obstacle that dares to stand in your way? Because the life you were designed to live does not come to those who wait passively. It comes to those who act decisively. It comes to those who embrace responsibility. It comes to those who understand that their gifts, their talents, their very existence were meant to serve something far greater than themselves. Think about this. When you fully commit to your purpose, everything in your life begins to align. Opportunities appear in ways you could never have imagined. People enter your path with resources, encouragement, and influence that accelerate your journey. Challenges come, yes, but you are equipped to handle them because you are no longer acting on whim or convenience. You are acting on destiny. And every step you take is no longer a random move. It is deliberate, it is focused, it is strategic. You begin to live with intention, and the world begins to respond to your presence. But living your purpose also requires vigilance. Distractions will come, critics will rise, comfort will tempt you to settle for less. And that is why commitment must be unwavering, determination unshakable, and vision crystal clear. You must guard your time, protect your focus, and never allow external circumstances to dictate the pace of your journey. The life you are meant to live, the destiny you are called to fulfill, demands discipline, persistence, and a refusal to compromise. So here is the ultimate truth. The world is waiting for the fullness of your life. Your family, your community, even generations to come are counting on you to step into your purpose, and the power to make that happen is already within you. You have everything you need, but it will only come alive through action, through courage, through intentional living. So I challenge you today to rise, to embrace your purpose with boldness, to awaken your power fully, to live with significance, to step into your destiny, and to follow the signs that lead you forward, because life is too short to settle for anything less than extraordinary. Step boldly, move with courage, act with intention, embrace your destiny, live your purpose unapologetically, inspire those around you, and leave a legacy that echoes forever.